We're now live. We're live. What do you need? Dropbox legit. All right, let's get all that fired up there. All right. Hello, Stephanie. Just getting everything squared away here. Getting everything up and running. Let's see. Turn the big blower on here. Round two. Yeah, baby. Love it. Tighten that up a little bit. Almost there. All right, I'm going to call that one round. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Saturday evening turning. Now that we got this stuff all set up, we'll probably be streaming a lot more turnings and stuff. As you can see, last couple of days we've done quite a few. I'm going to go to 1.5 inches on this one here. I'm going to push the finger holds to the end and get a couple of big swoops in there. All right, let's go. Let's get this a little closer now. I'm not going to do the hookah in the middle, but I am going to do the hookah feet on the ends. We'll see how that looks. You know how it goes, Stephanie. We're just making this up as we go along. Literally. That looks pretty cool. All right, now I think I'm going to do 2 swoopy doops here, or whatever we call that thing again. The others were about an inch and a quarter long, and I'm going to try these at 1.5 inches. See what kind of difference that makes. Aesthetically speaking. Functionally, it makes no difference at all, but might look a little cooler. I mean, functionally, it's just a pen, right? We're just trying to make it look cooler. Here's the middle of that one. The middle of that one. Yeah, I'm sort of, Stephanie, that foot is growing on me, or that end, whatever that is. It looks pretty cool. Different, I guess. Although I didn't originate it. I've actually seen that on other pens, and I thought, let me try my version of it and see how it goes. And I thought by moving those finger grips towards the end, that gives me more real estate in the middle to play with. Looking pretty cool. A little chunky. Got to take some girth off of here. All right, let me measure those finger holds and we should be there. That's perfect. On the money. Beautiful. I'm going to take a little bit of girth off of these feet here, because you do have to see around them when you're diamond painting. All right, I think I like that. Time to finish. Carrie's been frantically taking photos of everything we've turned and some blanks that she just wants to toss up there and see if somebody wants to buy a blank and get it turned how they want. So next day or so, she should have a bunch up. All right, next one. This little end here where your finger goes is starting to grow on me here. This little hookah pipe thing, or whatever you want to call the end of that. Looking pretty cool. Yeah, Stephanie, that Jordan Redmond from Dank Blanks, man, he can mix some colors like there's no tomorrow. And every one of them are just scrumptious. Yours is just as good as this one, just a hair different because it came from a different part of the block. But all the same colors are there and all that good stuff. And I don't think this one, I have to see when we're finished. I'm not sure this one has all the transparency that yours has, that clearness. And the way this Dank Blanks guy works, you know, what's funny is he does a blank, and one of our customers, I can't remember if it was you or someone else, but they bought the blank, shipped it to us. They only wanted one out of this big blank that was 2 by 2 by 6.5 inches long. So we bought the other 3 blanks from that block from that customer, turned hers, sent it to her, and then we turned the other ones from that block and sold them. So no harm, no foul if you don't need a whole 6 by 6 or 2 by 2 by 6 block. I mean, nobody needs that. That's a big block. All right, it's the sandpaper. Let's get all the grit off it. This might have a little transparency on the end there. I can see that. And again, for anybody else who's watching, this will be up on the website here probably in a day, as soon as Carrie catches up from all the stuff I've turned. All right, let's see what this baby looks like. As always, absolutely gorgeous. My goodness. Whew. Yeah, Stephanie, yours has more of a transparency through the center, I remember. This one's got a little bit, but not as much as yours does. But that is gorgeous too. Look at that end right there.
Oh, it's just like the other one.
This one has more color and a little less transparency through the middle. The other ones had like a Grand Canyon of transparency. Yeah, a lot of great colors in this thing. This one here, I mean this cocoon I'm doing?
What's that?
This cocoon I'm doing?
Yes.
Ah,
So,
yeah, this is pretty cool. It's got some neat action in it. A lot of swirls, a lot of movement. Almost looks like a wave or a sunburst of a cloud or something like that, or a cloud burst. Pretty cool. Hey, Doc. right, I'm going to give this one the hookah finger thing with a jump in the middle. It's about a 1/4 inch in there. We'll dig down behind it. 5 1/4 is 2 5/8. I think that last one we did was every 3/8, wasn't it? All right, that'll look pretty cool. Yeah, Doc, that's what it is, a potato peeler. Man, those are almost like little saw blades there. Just taking those bumps down just enough to get rid of the sharpness. All right, let's see if I got the finger holds correct. Perfect. Perfect. I love it. I'm getting pretty good at that half-inch thing by sight. I'll be good at one thing in my life. I can sight a half-inch round thing. Hello, everybody watching. Feel free to lurk or feel free to pop in and say hey, ask some questions. There are no secrets in the diamond painting pen world. We're all friends and sharing all the goodness that comes from all these. So Doc's got the inch down. I got the half-inch down. So you know what, Doc? I think we could probably just about conquer anything. We could do division. We could do multiplication. We could do addition. I would mention subtraction, but that's sort of a form of division. Got a feeling there's going to be some really cool colors coming out in this. Yeah, you know, Stephanie, I think we sort of invented this. I mean, I didn't invent it. I just figured it out the other night doing yours and combining it with this hookah. What do you call the thing you put in your mouth on a hookah? The hookah blade, the hookah blow, the hookah. I don't know what that is. Pacifier. It's coming out. It's a good combination on this so far. It's pretty cool. And again, no plan here. We're just winging it. Whoop, there goes that one again. Really good at losing that paper in there. Guess I should have turned off my blower like I think. I'm going to fill my water ball up here a little bit. This right here, before we finish it, in my eyeballs here, it looks like grape juice. There it is. Man, is that thing shiny. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, there's so much movement in that thing. It looks like a thunderstorm in there. There's some transparency to it with a burst of all these different colors in there. Wow. That is gorgeous. Wow, wow. These people that throw these colors together, I'm telling you, that would have made a killer knife handle, Doc. Yeah, Stephanie, if you ever saw this in person, you'd just go, there's definitely a thunderstorm brewing in this pen. Wow, that's cool. Good job, blank makers, I'll tell you. Woo! Got a little bit of a ocean vibe coming up next. Not really the colors you'd see in an ocean, but pretty cool. By the way, these are Cocoon blanks. Happy to say that out loud. Cocoon blanks. And I think their website's like cocoonblanks.net or something. Straw filter. Yes, definitely. I'm not sure what you call that thing on the hookah that you put in your mouth and draw down the smoke. Okay, here we are. Round this one down. Here comes the noise. Nice, Stephanie. You can pick out a pretty cool pattern to do on it. think I need to go clear my vacuum off. I think it's getting a little clogged from all the long fibers. Yeah, definitely. I'll show you what gets clogged up in there. There's sort of a grate over the thing, and all the long fibers, they get stuck on that grate and they just build up over time. But I just pull them off. I think I'm going to get in there pretty soon and cut that grate out, because what it's really meant for is to keep that thing from sucking up chunks of wood and ruining the inside of the blower. But all we're doing is shavings on this, so I think we can get away with that. All right, I think I'm going to do that club foot on here. And then, this is 5.2 and 5/8 right in the middle there. And then I'm going to do a big swoop in the middle, because there's a lot of action in the middle there. I love all the drama in these pens, all the swirls and action. I never paid attention to see if Cocoon does knife blanks, but I'm going to go there and check that out. I talked to him on the phone a few weeks ago. I had an issue with one of their 3D printed blanks, and I should say the issue was more me than it was the blank. And I got that ironed out, learned how to better turn the 3D printed blank, and now I'm whipping right through the 3D printed blanks. It's cool stuff. Them having sold lots of blanks, then they gave me some tips from other turners. All right, let's take a dive down in here. It's going to be a pretty dramatic dive. Yeah, I think when you're diamond painting, you need some drama to catch your eye every once in a while in your pen. how's that sitting in my brain right now? I got a little thinning to do right here. Want to get a nice sweeping curve down there where your fingers should go. Carrie will say it's a little fat right in there, so I'm going to have to thin that down a little bit. Not too much though, because I want as much curve like in an old Cadillac. So there is not one straight piece on end to end in this pen. It is one curve all the way to the end. That is pretty cool. Sometimes there's a flat spot up in here, but it just keeps curving. You know, you're right, Doc. These would make great bone folders in leather work, you bet. And it would make cool knife handles. Those colors look like two mermaid tails. Yeah, especially since they're cut like this, huh? I need to take just a little bit right there. All right, let me measure the finger grips here and see where we're at. Perfect and perfect. Within 1/100th of an inch of each other. Beautiful. This is going to be cool. These are great colors and great action. I think it's as much an art making a blank as it is making a pen. Just to get all that action in there and know which colors to use, how to sometimes separate the colors with that little faint white line. Too cool. Doc, is that what you're going to do with your blank? You're going to make a bone folder? Because that is one cool bone folder if you did. By the way, this is just about as much fun as you can have on a Saturday night by yourself. And I'm not by myself, but Carrie's over doing her thing, listing and all that stuff. But I'm here in the shop by myself. Physically, I do have a virtual crowd out there. A bone folder, Stephanie, is if I get this right, Doc, from all I've learned, is just a nice, hard, smooth piece that you're folding the leather down when you're putting it together, usually gluing it together or making an outside edge, bringing that together, that kind of thing. I got that right, Doc? You're talking about that one that I'm making out of the bull horns, right? The door handles and stuff? By the way, Stephanie, I probably heard it. Yeah, creaser, yep. Heard earlier, I take leather lessons and have for almost 2 years now from Doc. Clinton Hall. That's Doc. Stephanie, this is a stock creaser here. And I think this one's actually, I'm not sure if this is actually bone, but it's probably some kind of resin or plastic. But you use this to flatten out the edges when you're gluing the leather down together. Oh, the doorknob's the bouncer. Gotcha. Ooh, that's smooth. And Stephanie, if you ride a horse, I've got some horse reins for sale. Split reins, about 7.5 feet long. Got a nice slobber strap on them and everything. Ooh, that's smooth. Man alive. There you go. Form wet leather into tight spaces. Man alive. That is silky smooth. This is so much fun. Ouch, that's hot. All right, that is done. We're going to get all the residue off it. And we'll shine her up. Man, these cocoon blanks are just breathtaking. Hadn't even stopped yet, and I can already see how wild this is going to be. Whew, that is brilliant, still spinning. Oh yeah, you know, Doc was actually, I think he's getting ready to make a couple saddles that are for horse therapy. His wife actually works for the ASCPA Association for the Society of Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. And oh man, Stephanie, this is another thunderstorm inside there. Woo! Let me put my hand behind there. Wow. My goodness. Oh, just breathtaking. Crazy wild. I don't ride horses either. Never been on a horse. Actually, I think I was on a horse back in the 60s out near Disneyland somewhere. Whew, that is pretty. Now, this is an interesting one coming up because this has metal chunks in it, or metal flakes. Might even be copper and gold. I'm not sure. Yes, it's Stephanie. That is just telling you. It is so fun to turn those and then finish and then just see how gorgeous they are. Because again, although that would make a very good handle on a knife because then you'd see the metal on the inside. But if you lined that with a white sheet behind it before you saw the metal, that would really make it stand out. So there's what this one looks like. Again, a lot of action, a little bit different kind of action, and then a lot of, I'm guessing this is copper flake and probably some gold flake in there. Here we go. Woo! Sometimes these blanks love to grab the tool, or it's just my lousy tool holding skills. Ooh. I think we're pretty much. Yeah. That's a really grabby blank. I think I lost a chunk off the end of that one. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm gonna have to cut that off and make it a little bit shorter. Woo! Wow. Now, one of the things I have noticed, I guess now that, in fact, I'll show you on the end of this blank, there's a big chunk of metal there that's laying flat. That creates a weakness in this blank because just like plastic, the resin doesn't stick to that. So that means everything else around that particular thing has to hold that piece of silicone there or resin, and it grabbed it and didn't want to hold it. Yeah, you're right, Stephanie, for sure. Again, it makes a difference, but we'll get through it. Just be a hair shorter than normal, that's all. I'll take off just a tiny piece, drill another hole in the end. And I think this is another one of those. See, I've never turned one like this before. So I think this is another one of those that has to be turned at very high speed and take little bites. Okay, I'm going to crank this baby all the way up and get my sharpest tool out. Get nice and close. All right, let's get some lines drawn on here first. I'm not going to do a club foot because I don't know how that'll react on the end. So I'll get in about 5/8 again. Let me find the center. This is exactly 5 inches long now, so there's the center. And I will take very little nibbles. So I will treat these. They're actually replaceable blades, Stephanie. They have a little screw in the head, and you just turn them until they're worn out. And you can get them sharpened. You can even do it yourself a little bit. This one actually has 2 angles on it, and this one here only has 1 big flat angle. You can sort of see the difference a little bit. They've got numbers on them, so it tells me where I've turned them last. And they're sort of angled like that. But these are replaceable tips. I'll just do this one very gently. See, I got lulled into a false sense of security because those last couple of blanks were just all resin. No glitter, no 3D printing, no metal. But hey, you know, I just learned something today. It's being nice and smooth now, so that's good. See, my fault. I was just getting too aggressive with it. All right, there's that one there. Nice and gentle. I'm barely even pushing against it just to not over dig or over whatever the term is. Well, that's good, Stephanie. What I'm going to do is get that Discord server going. And, excuse me. Oh, I need a sneeze button. I'm going to get the Discord server going. And that way we can actually all voice talk to one another instead of this texting thing. But, you know, one step at a time. I think I mentioned that yesterday or earlier today. But yeah, talk right back at me and then type. I appreciate the conversation. There we go. That's looking good right there. All right. So there's my center. And because I took some off, I'm not going to have as much real estate in the middle to play. So I'm just going to take it down a little bit and do a nice swoop on it. And we'll see how all that gold and copper reacts. Can't go too thin because you'll find those things. I learned that early on doing a blank with a lot of glitter in it. And big chunks were coming off of it. I was noticing these big chunks of glitter that were super shiny, and I thought, that's interesting. So, you know, get the old Google out and look around, and I find that this stuff doesn't stick to plastic, which makes sense because I got a silicone mat on my mixing desk, and when I made a table before, I put plastic on the ground. I could peel the resin right off it. So then I put two and two together and said, this doesn't work too together. It worked too well with glitter and apparently metal too. Don't get me wrong, I think the glitter ones are pretty, but these resin ones with all the swirls and colors, oh my goodness. And I love color. Whew. At that speed, boy, that knife gets hot. All right, I think we'll stop tempting fate with this one here. I'm going to thin this one down just a little bit. me clean up these ends here that are super sharp now. There we go. Beautiful. All right, let me measure the finger holds, see how we're doing. Perfect. And perfect. You know, I think this is going to turn out pretty cool. It's already got a lot of action in there. Again, I spend most of the time with this lowest level grit, because with that one, I have to spend a whole lot less time with the other grits. Woo! That feels smooth. Yes, sir, Doc. Color is key. Wow, I know this is going to be pretty brilliant when I stop it. My goodness. Now that I know how to do these metal ones, just like 3D printed ones, that'll be good. Let me turn that speed down to about 2600 there. Perfect. And here we go. Turn it off. Wow. That looks like rock. That is, so it looks like silver, gold, and copper are in there. Telling you, Doc, that can make a killer knife handle too. Put a white sheet of vinyl behind, or whatever plastic you have to use when you put the handle together. Man alive. And it's got depth. It's got some clarity through the center of it. Very cool. Stephanie, go to Dank Blanks. Go to Cocoon and see if they've got one that's the regular. Let's see, how much did I cut off of this? I probably cut a 1/4 inch off of this. So their blanks usually come a 1/4 inch. 5 1/4 inches. So this one has that much removed from it. So it is a solid 5-inch pen. I think I got to drill a little deeper holes in that though. I was a little shy here when I was doing it earlier. I need to, because I'm not sure you'll get a, there we go. You'll get one in that one. Perfect. So just to show you stuff. Now you can go to Cocoon and grab one from them that's just like this, but this is 4 and a hair over 3/4. So this is a pretty short pen, Stephanie. You may want to go see if you can get one from them first to have them send it to us. And I know how to do these now. This is very much a Emerald and Fairy Lights pen. And if they don't have one, then, and again, it is right there, 4, and really, I'd call it just a hair over 3/4. So it's a fairly short pen. Again, you're only using this part of the pen when you're diamond painting, and you flip it around, it's pretty short. You'd have it in your hand already. Who knows, we may have just invented a new length. But happy to sell you this one if you want it. But if they have another one that's like this, that would be wild. But anyway, this does have copper, gold, and silver flakes in it, mixed with, I don't see any other colors other than black and white, although there is a tiny bit of something right there. I don't know if that's red or that was the copper rusting. I'm not sure what that is, but that would be green. Anyway, that's a pretty cool pen. It is very short though, shorter than normal. Just to show you an example, Stephanie, there's that other Storm one that we had, and you can see how much shorter that is. Let me move it over to the center here. Yeah, they come at 5 1/4, Carrie. 5 1/4 is what they send. Anyway, here we go. Let's see, what do I want to do next? This is one we did for I think this is the, Carrie, what's this black and white one? Was this the Ehlers-Danlos syndrome thing? That connective tissue deal? I'll put it up on the screen here in just a second. But it's a black and white one. Yeah, Carrie may even keep that one because it is gorgeous. But we'll put it up, and there may be somebody out there who actually wants a short one. That's okay. That's if you don't snap it up, Stephanie. But I'm sure they got more. Okay, 2,600 RPM, and here comes the big boy. And I think I'm going to do the hookah cut on this one because this will be great looking. You can hear how smooth that gets. You know it's round then. Stephanie, I'm going to do the hookah on this one like I just mentioned. I think that'll look really cool. What do we call that last pen? Happy little mistakes? I feel like I'm Bob Ross now. Happy little mistakes, or whatever he says. That was a happy little mistake. Still a gorgeous pen. Okay, this one, this is all, there's no glitter, no metal. This is just all resin. We should call this one the newspaper because it is black and white and will be red all over. Ha, 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 ha. I think I heard that in the 9th grade about 1976. Boy, this is such a smooth resin to turn. This is made of Alumilite Slow Clear, and it's the one that Dank Blanks uses. It's the one that Cocoon uses. You know, it's a super good blank. It turns well, cuts well, finishes well. All right, let's find the center again. And then we're going to come out to, let's do a couple of 5/8. 1, 2, 3, 5/8. Right to there. And 1, 2, 5/8 there. And 4, 5/8 right there. All right, here we go. You know, it's funny, Stephanie, is this one looked like a big black square tube. But wait till I turn this thing off and you see all the design on the interior of this blank. It really shocked us when we cast this one, and then we turned the first one. It blew us away. Yes, ma'am, this is our blank. We cast this for that lady, and I think she posted a picture of it in the group a little while back that was in support of, they call themselves zebras because they're different. And some kind of medical, like, hey, doctor, just don't look for the horses, look for the zebras, because those are the different people with this connective tissue malady or syndrome. So we made it, try to look like a zebra. every once in a while we do have time to turn some blanks. Hey, baby. What's that? That's awesome. Well, we got work for tomorrow then. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Got to make this one a little bit smaller. Straw thing, whatever this end of it is. All right, I'm liking that. Let me square this one up just a little bit right there. All right, I'm liking that design. Let me check the finger holds here. Yeah, look at that as a quick glimpse before I polish it up. Perfect sizes. Got to make this one a little bit thinner. All right, let me clean up these ends here. Beautiful. All right, time to finish. You know, it sort of does look like a candlestick, doesn't it? I just saw that comment. This is going to look incredible when it's all finished up. We've got a collaboration going on with Diamond Painting Fanatics. We've turned 16 blanks, and they're going to nearly perfectly match up with this piece that she's launching this Monday. And I'll have 16 of those to turn. I can't show them yet, but the colors are just, we poured them ourselves, and the colors are just incredible. Not only gorgeous colors, but they really go with the piece and complement it very nicely. And I'm sure you all know Cindy, Diamond Painting Fanatics. She was on earlier today for a short minute. Super nice lady over there in the UK. Sort of becoming a mini Diamond Art Club over there. We even shipped a pen to India. Did you know that? I got a lot of associates that live in India, and quite frankly, they're Indian. So I was telling her, this lady I work with, is sort of one of our administrative people. I was telling her about diamond painting, sent her to our website and stuff, and then she sent me a picture. She went and got her daughter one, and she said her daughter hasn't sat still for 4 hours in a long time, and she was diamond painting for 4 hours. Very therapeutic, she said. So I made her a pen, and we shipped it to India. Didn't charge her, just shipped it as a gift, one colleague to another. And it's not there yet. It takes a long time to get to Mumbai, apparently. I think we sent it about 2 weeks ago, but their mail system isn't quite synced up with our mail system. Got a little roughness right in here. It's getting out now. Super smooth. Let me turn this big blower off. Well, hey, when I turn that blower off, does some noise go down? I wonder how much these microphones pick up. Oh yeah, medical journals. You know it, shipping to India, you bet. Oh, very good. I should turn it off more often then. Yeah, our company is headquartered out of Aliso Viejo, California, but we've got some headquarters over in India at a place called Trivandrum, which is on the southwest coast, very, very southern India. And got a lot of associates that live in Bangalore, work out of there. And then a little programming team over in Chennai, which is on the southeast coast of India. So literally 2 years ago, I didn't know any Indian folks that I just didn't find around here, and now I've got about 150 associates that are in India now, in Malaysia. Ah, that's feeling good. Oh, so nice, so nice. We'll take it up one step. Yeah, wonderful bunch of people, kind, humble, easy to work with, diligent. They're just like you and me. They just live in a different part of the world. That's what I have determined. That, quite frankly, worldwide, we're all the same. I spent about 6 weeks in Germany and Poland, in the UK last year for my company, and again, people just like us. In fact, some of the better pizza I've had was actually in Sopot, Poland, Sopot, up on the Baltic Sea, right in between Gdynia and Gdansk, and it was really good pizza. Oh, that feels good. I like it. Ooh, that feels nice. All right, taking her up to the finer stuff here. So this is to represent a zebra for that foundation, and the customer absolutely was head over heels. Not a lot of people diamond painting anything from that foundation or whatever, but now we got these really cool pens to sell, and we've only turned one or two of them. I think this is probably the second one. Yeah, me too. In fact, I'm doing a little overnight shift. You ever heard of the Hudson stores in the airports? They're those little stores that sell candies and newspapers and sodas and T-shirts and all that kind of stuff. You've seen them. They got about 1,200 of them. Well, I'm doing a project with my company for them. It's a self-checkout conversion. They're tearing out the old cash wrap and putting in a new cash wrap with self-checkout units and all that kind of stuff. So I'm up at night, and I get to most often, a couple days a week, deal with my German clients and my Indian associates. So they're up in the middle of their day, and I'm in the middle of my night. They're, India's 10 and a half hours ahead of me. Germany's about 7 hours ahead. All right, that's the highest grit right there. Let's get all the grit off so we can polish it up. This is going to look cool. You got a glimpse of what the pattern looks like when I was measuring it. This is going to be just, well, they all are. I don't know why I say that, but every time I shine one up, it just blows me away. Yeah, 10 and a half hours ahead. So when we're having our evening meal, say 8 o'clock, or I guess that's on the cruise ship. Maybe when we're just sitting around, they're it's 6:30 in the morning for them. They're just getting up for the day, the next day, not today, but you know how that goes. They get up the next day. All right, there it is. Are we ready? Yeah, when I talk to my Australian crowd, they're 14 hours ahead of us. Look at that. Oh my goodness. So this is the zebra. Just great patterning in this. This is probably the most intricate blank I've ever poured. So I'm getting a tiny bit better at it. And there's some kind of, I'm not remember what that was. That might have been a silver that we stuck in there that's just slightly in between the layers. So it's black, white, and you can see it there, some kind of silver. But anyway, there is the Zebra by Leopard Leatherworks. And this is a full-blown 6-incher here. Carrie will have it up on the website tomorrow, I'm sure, later in the day. I know she's been listing, and they literally, she posted some blanks and they sold as fast as she put them up. So we're appreciative of that. More work to do tomorrow. Anyway, that is the last pen for this evening. Been absolutely fun today. Got a bunch of pens out of the way. Stephanie, if you can find that gold, whatever. I mean, you can also write Jessie Godoy, and she's the one that does up that cocoon blanks, and she'll respond quickly. And you can even have her watch our video, and she can see the one I did, and she'll know exactly what it is if it's not easily listed. They're great folks. We buy a lot from them. I'm going to turn this one tomorrow. I don't have a lot of experience in doing these wood and resin ones, but this is, it doesn't look very purple in the picture. But it is purple, light purple and white and clear kind of thing. So I'm going to attempt that tomorrow. This is a lot softer than this is here. The resin's pretty hard compared to the wood, so I have to gauge my push into that to figure out how to do that one. I've not done one of these, so, you know, every day we learn something, and this will be something we learn tomorrow. Anyway, everybody, have a great evening. A Ravens fan, yeah, this will be good. Yeah, I'm going to do that live tomorrow. I'll be live tomorrow afternoon again. I got leather with Doc in the morning for 4 hours. I'll probably learn some good stuff there. We'll get some things accomplished. And then I'll be back in the afternoon, probably right around 2 o'clock, and turn for a couple of more hours. And because it literally is so much fun for me. So I really enjoy coming in here and making Carrie's dream come true. And there's even some red glitter in here, or purple glitter. Not sure if you can see that. But Carrie could get a real close shot of that. Yeah, you probably can't see it on that camera. It's probably not focusing very well. But anyway, little tiny glitter. So everybody, have a great evening. We appreciate you being here so much more than you know. And I'm glad it's fun for you too, Stephanie. Midwest Hybrids on Etsy. Cool. Good to know. Everybody have a great evening. We love you. Can't wait to work for you. Can't wait to make great pens for you to diamond paint with. You have a wonderful this evening.